As a non-for-profit organization, the Efikweb Charity embarked on another intervention program in Odukwane local government area. So we located the government secondary school in Creektown 1. Recall that on the 27th of March 2026, Efikweb Charities made a memorable donation to the government primary school at this same location, Creektown, where we donated 14 school decks free of charge to the primary school. So we also made a trip to the secondary school, few blocks away from the primary school, to identify if there is a need, and also made effort to see how we can cater for the need. So we went there. We noticed, according to the need assessment that we conducted, that they needed bookshelves where they can, keep their um, resource materials. We discovered they didn't have a comfortable place to keep their resource materials. So, as a charitable organization that prides itself in solving human problems and also making an advancement, we swung into action to see how we can cater for the need. So that is one of the Web Charities graduates of welding and fabrication, trying to see how they can harness lot of skills in the provision, in making of the furniture work. So you can see them also using jack plane to see how they can smoothen the wood. We're trying to see how we can create a prototype. First, to meet up the international standards, we follow the procedure in manufacturing. So those guys are trying to smoothen the wood, trying to, saw it, harnessing their skill. Because the Web Charities have created a platform for them to showcase what they learned and also learn as they are trying to, be with us. So that's a prototype day, trying to fix up, trying to make, put up, yeah, a picture, something, to create out something, a furniture. But this is not the finished stage. We're still at the creation stage. So something was created. This particular prototype was created, but it was also subjected to some level of modification as reviews were made by the CEO of Web Charities, a seasoned engineer, an engineer of global standard. Talking about Chief Basi Asukwo, kudos to him. So we had to dismantle, decouple the first, design that we did in order to have a perfect word. So those are the guys. That's the guys. The coupling. They have the couple. So we got back and we coupled something of this nature. We subjected it to face according to the sizes of books. So that's the smallest. It has its own shelf, and then we use a different size of a book also, so you can see them, they properly arranged according to the size, because the first one we did was designed for, it had all the shapes had, you know unified size, but this one we had to size the shapes according. So that is the picture of what um we are trying to create in consonance with the directive of the CEO.
Okay, so we want to check the quality of the job that we have done so far. So definitely come closer. So this one for the ball is okay. The ball. So come closer. Here we have show the mom. We have here filled with water. It's more than, it should be 22 liters water. So you want to check the strength of the shelf. So first put them.
So that is us. They're trying to test the strength of the prototype. I earlier said that we construct, we fabricate, we manufacture in consonance with international standards. So you see that we have created a different design away from the initial, you know, prototype design that we did. And all this was reviewed by our seasoned CEO, Yubasi Asuko, who gave us a very sound supervision. We also had to employ the service of a professional furniture maker to supervise the works of the Efikweb Charity Graduate of Welding and Fabrication 2005. So strong. The agility is nice. This is the first furniture, you know, work by the Efikweb Charity graduates who are on a part-time employment program with the Efikweb Charity. So that's the newspaper. That also can serve as a bulk, stacking its own length. The space is comfortable for newspapers and materials that measures 1 foot. While they, it's a bulk stock can stack it there. So this design, you know, was an idea. It was generated by the CEO for Web Charity. So we are creating something of this nature, and then hopefully we will be donating this free of charge to government secondary school Quicktown. So that is the agility there, trying to test it. Strong. The chef, I have to just take it off. It was on. So I had to give a handshake to the guys in appreciation that we have done noble. So this prototype was manufactured by Efikweb Charities. So this is the work. So after all the modification, remodification, the assessment, ladies and gentlemen, this is the prototype. So it is believed that we are going to reproduce something like this, polish it, and then donate it to the government secondary school Quicktown. So congratulations to them in advance, and thank you to the CEO of Efikweb Charity, Chief Basi Asuko.